Greetings out there in YouTube land. This is Morris Man, and as always, I thank you for coming to my channel. I thought I'd take a moment out to do this video, and it's entitled A Sad Halloween. And I'm kind of pissed off, and I'll tell you why. Yesterday, but actually today, Saturday, I went out and got a lot of candy because I'm like, I don't think most of us realize how much of an impact that the pandemic had on our children. Now, we do understand about the adults getting sick, dying, losing their jobs, and things of that nature. But that effect, it's a domino effect. It affected children. So I'm thinking and hoping, okay, well, let's try to make this Halloween special for our kids. Because I'm going to say this first, and then I'm going to get into this. I know nothing stays the same. There's some things you would hope not only not stay the same, but improve. And I'm going to tell you about my Halloweens when I was a kid. We anticipate that day. That day comes. Our adults or some older person would take the kids out. Well, first of all, we get all dressed up in our costumes, whether it was homemade or it was bought. And we look forward to that, because I look at Halloween as the kids' day, And the adults would take us out and we would trick or treat throughout the neighborhood for hours till it got dark. Because we used to trick or treat before it got dark. And still, it's dark now. When it's dark now, we wrapping it up. And we would get so much candy that candy would last us weeks. I mean, weeks. It was like better than Christmas in some instances. And unfortunately, because of a bunch of grown-ass men and some dumb-ass teenagers, that tradition and event has been ruined for the children. And you say to yourself, okay, I'm an asshole, so I'm going to take a day off today to let the kids be kids. Because like I said, our kids today have been through a lot, with the pandemic. There's been rare cases that children has passed away from it, but a lot of children, and I do stress children, are experiencing the death of older family members because of this. When I was growing up, the adults that passed away were just dying from natural causes, or they were up in age and it was just their health was declining, as opposed to your grandpa is fairly healthy for his age. The pandemic hits, he dies. That has a big impact on the kids. So you would think these knuckleheads would think like this or think about that and say, you know what, let's give the kids their day. Because even the gangsters back in the 20s and 30s, things were off limits to them. They would not kill the people they trying to kill in front of family members or kids. They would not go up into churches taking people out, or they coming out of Sunday service and then they pull up and with Tommy guns and kill them. They had enough respect for those events and children. Today, everything is off limits. Or should I say, nothing is off limits. And I think on that, it just makes me angry. If anybody else feels the same way, leave me a comment down there. Because again, I know nothing stays the same, but it's like, this is their day. They get one day out we got one day out the year because Christmas is for everybody. And these grown-ass men fucking it up for them. Now, I specifically is not going to monetize this video because I know it's going to get flagged. So I'm like, I don't want it to get flagged. I want this message to come across. So I just remove the monetization because I don't care about that. What I care about is just getting a message across to say, think about our kids, our children. They've had a rough 2 years, and this has impacted them just like it has impacted the adults, if not even more. Because I don't recall as a kid mourning the death of a family member because of some disease showed up and took them out, as opposed to what grandpa, been having issues with his heart for the last 10 years, and God took him. Instead of he's healthy on Monday, just contracted it on Tuesday, and probably within 2 weeks he's dead. There's not too many diseases out there that will take you out within a matter of weeks or days. Cancer is the leading cause of death in this country, and cancer don't take you out in a week. You don't develop cancer on Monday and then next Monday you dead. You know, it usually take you months to years to die from cancer. And again, think about this. Cancer is the number one killer in the country or in the world. Or in the country that I know of. Maybe not, I don't know about other countries. But yet you got a disease that shows up and will kill you within 2 weeks. And also the way that you die from this disease. You literally slowly suffocate. You start to lose oxygen capacity, you know. I can't imagine dying like that. I'd rather have a bullet to the head, you know, or one day I go to sleep and I have a heart attack in the middle of my dream sleep and I never wake up. As opposed to, for literally days, your breathing capacity diminishes to the point you can't breathe no more. You know, you die, you just die, you know. So I just thought I would post this video because, again, I got a lot of candy that I'm going to just throw it in the garbage because I'm like, I can't eat it anymore. And it's just unfortunate that you got these selfish-ass grown people messing up their holiday. I can't recall when I was younger people getting killed on Halloween. And if it was not Halloween related. I mean, maybe it was a burglary or robbery, but, you know, a lot of these deaths are Halloween related. Last year, and I'm sure there were many of them, but I remember this one. This man took his son out to trick or treat. And these guys showed up. I'm not quite sure if they knew him, but they shot and killed him in front of his kid on Halloween, you know, on Halloween. And it's like, this is real fucked up, you know, this is real fucked up. And I'm just going to leave you with this statement from DJ Vlad TV. He said this, and I'm like, I've been thinking this in my mind ever since he said, people ain't shit. It's like, I agree. Not all, but a lot of them. You know, stop ruining a special day for kids, especially in light of what we're all going through right now. Can't they have just one day of no nonsense, nobody dying, idiots go out there with guns and start killing other idiots? And a lot of times they miss their intended target, you know? But that's all I got to say. I was quite pissed off about yesterday, and I thought about it. I said, I need to post this video and post how I feel about that. And I hope that there are other people that feel the same way. If you do, leave a comment saying, hey, I agree with you, Morris, man. You know, the kids should have this one day to enjoy without having to worry about, you know, the pandemic and other things and people killing people, you know, then killing them in Halloween-related incidents, you know. I can't imagine what that young child went through last year and still going through when he witnessed his father being murdered in front of him on a special day for him. It's fucked up. Let's get our act together. If we don't do it for us, do it for our kids, because they deserve that. They really do. They don't deserve what they're getting now. You know, I know we can't control, or we had no control over this disease, you know, the coronavirus. But we do have control of our behavior and try to make it a better place for our kids. You know, the kids are our future. And they're going to be quite messed up by the time they get our age if we continue this nonsense. Till next time, take care. Signing off. Thanks for watching.